Shrapnel. This episode is brought to you by Audio Problems, the official sponsor of Film Shrapnel.
Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome to part 2 of the Oscars episode for Film Shrapnel. Today we're going to find out who won the most predictions. Craig, I'm quite excited for this.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Because I watched the Oscars and you didn't.
Yeah, I wasn't able to. It was way too late for me. Between 2 and 5 in the morning. I will tell you this. I wasn't going to. I was planning not to tell you this, but so what happened was you were going to tell us who won what, and I really was trying to avoid the results, but people kept talking about it, and I ended up hearing some of the most crucial categories. So I do know them, but the majority of them I have no idea.
Okay, well, we can work with that. That's fine, Craig. You ruined it, but that's fine.
Yeah. I didn't want to pretend my surprise. It would be disingenuous.
Well, look, I think what we can do is, Craig, you've got the list of what we voted for. So you bring that up. You can announce each category, and I'll tell us who won. And I'll tell you this, though, Craig. I was really looking forward to, some drama. Because there's been some kind of drama at the Oscars for pretty much all of them in the last sort of 5 years. And this one went pretty damn smoothly. It was quite boring. Nothing exciting happened. No one got punched or slapped. No one read the wrong envelope. It just went really smoothly. And the performance of Natu Natu was great. I didn't really care for the other songs, but Natu Natu, the live performance was amazing. And I'm a big fan of that song. So, yeah, that was fun. What's his name? Is it Jimmy Kimmel? He hosted it. He parachuted in Top Gun Maverick style. It was shit. But there was definitely a few snubs, man. Definitely a few snubs. Oh, I was thinking this, right? Actually, I'll save it for when the nomination comes up. But yeah, I've had a few thoughts over since the Oscars. So yeah, are you ready? Should we get going?
Yeah, let's get going.
All right, everyone, let's go for round one. What is round one, Craig?
Round one was best sound.
So what did we bet on?
So I bet Elvis, and you bet Top Gun.
So the winner of best sound was indeed Top Gun Maverick. So that's 1 point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the one thing I guessed Top Gun Maverick for, I won, and it was the only thing that Top Gun Maverick won. So I did really well on that one, I think.
I'm really surprised that Top Gun won that, but I haven't seen it though. So
it's
maybe
really
that's why.
good, man. All the flying stuff is really cool. All the flying stuff, like I said in the previous pod, it's super visceral. And I think the sound is a huge part of that. So I think if you were going to give it any award, it would have to be for the sound.
No, and that's 1 point to you then.
Yeah. That won't be the last point to me either. I'll tell you that much. All right, what's the next one?
Next category was best production design, and we both picked Avatar.
Production design.
Yeah.
Production design. Best production design went to All Quiet on the Western Front. So no points for production design.
Okay. I was really thinking that Avatar was going to get that one.
Yeah.
All right. No points for either of us there. No points,
still 1-0. You got to break away, Craig.
Yeah, I got to get at least one. Next category was best film editing.
Best film editing. And I think we both went for Everything Everywhere, didn't we?
No, I chose Elvis, and you went for Everything Everywhere all at once.
Oh, well, that's another point for me then. No points for you. Editing went to Everything Everywhere all at once.
All right. Next category.
Go on. Let's roll these off. Yeah, baby. I've got a drink.
Yeah, me too. Best costume design.
Best costume design.
And I went out on a limb on this one and bet on a film called Babylon, which I haven't seen.
Yeah.
But you were talking up here and there, so I thought, okay, let's stretch out my bets a bit. So I went with that one. And you went for Black Panther 2.
This is costume design, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Black Panther 2. 3.
Really?
Yeah, 3-0. I've only gotten one wrong so far.
Yeah, lucky you. Have I got anything yet? No, I haven't
you've got nothing. It's
wow.
3-0.
Huh. Alright then, alright. Still plenty to go.
Still plenty to go, man. Still plenty to go. But I did say in the last episode, either it's going to be really close, or one of us is just going to run away with the whole thing.
Yeah, we'll see. Next category was best makeup and hairstyling.
Okay, here you go. I think this is where you get on the board.
We'll see. I went with the whale.
Yeah.
And you went with the Batman.
Yeah. The thing is, it was the whale, and so well done. Yay. You're on the board. And the thing is, I really should have went for the whale, but I wanted to make it interesting, and I went for the Batman because Colin Farrell's makeup is amazing in that. So like, I thought it was in for a good chance. But yeah, I think it was obvious that the whale was going to win. I wish I hadn't played for excitement. I'd played to win. So well done.
Okay,
what are we on? 3-1 or 4-1?
I think you are 3 and I'm on 1.
Am I not on 4? I'm just going to give myself an extra point.
No, you can't do that, unfortunately.
Okay.
Although probably you will get more points. Okay, next category is best cinematography. I bet All Quiet on the Western Front, and you bet Elvis.
Correct. All Quiet on the Western Front. It is.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
See, with like Elvis, I thought that the editing was really good.
Yeah.
But the cinematography wasn't like too mind blowing. So
the thing is, Baz Luhrmann is sort of known for his distinctive cinematography. That's why I went for it. But in all fairness, I saw it. They didn't pick up any awards. Elvis did not get any awards, and I was expecting it to get loads.
Yeah, actually, I was expecting it to get at least something because it's still a pretty good film.
Yeah. Top Gun Maverick got more awards than Elvis.
That feels weird. That feels wrong.
It does, doesn't it?
The next category is Best Original Score.
Best Original Score.
I bet All Quiet on the Western Front.
Did you?
I did, apparently. That's what I wrote down here. And then you put The Fabelmans.
Yeah, it's All Quiet on the Western Front. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you broke even now. Shit. Oh, wait.
Oh, no, I'm still...
It's pretty close.
Oh, wait, yeah, it's 3-3.
It's pretty close again.
Okay, the next category was Best Animation Short Film.
Best Animation Short Film. Yes.
Yeah, I chose...
Neither of us got this, I'm sure.
Yeah, alright. Well, this is one of those ones that we didn't see any of them, so we have no idea.
Yeah.
I picked the film that has ostrich in its title because I think it had a really long title and we didn't know what it was. It didn't even fit on the whole screen.
Yeah.
And you chose My
Year of Dicks. Yeah. That's so fucking mad. Well, neither of us got it right. It was The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, moving on, because there's little we can say about that one.
No, I'll tell you what, the clips look pretty good. The clips they used to preview the films, they all actually look pretty good. So, I might actually watch some of them.
I've never really been big on short film, to be honest, and I really probably should
certainly not animated ones, in all fairness.
Yeah. Okay, the next category then, best visual effects, and we both bet on Avatar.
Yeah, we both got that. Let's move on. Nothing to say there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, of course, best visual effects. There's no other competitor in that category. What I was going to say though, I was surprised. I thought about it like later on. So I watched the Oscars and then I really gave it some thought, and I was like, actually, why isn't Doctor Strange putting up, like, why isn't Doctor Strange getting nominated? Because that's probably the film that came out last year that could compete with the special effects that are found in Avatar. So I'm surprised Doctor Strange wasn't nominated, because I think it would have actually been fair enough to nominate Doctor Strange. It wouldn't have won. It wouldn't have won.
Yeah. Alright, the next category is Best Original Screenplay.
Definitely didn't win this.
We both picked Banshees of Inisherin.
Yeah, it went to Everything Everywhere.
Well,
that's fair enough, I think. Because Everything Everywhere was always my second choice. I probably should have realised that Everything Everywhere would have been more of a mainstream choice to pick. But then, because I thought maybe Banshees of Inisherin, it's Irish. America really loves their sort of Irish heritage. So maybe, I was sort of thinking maybe there was an element of that. But no, Everything Everywhere really did seem to be... Because I'm glad it won. I feel like it did deserve a lot of these awards. But I think it maybe won too much.
That was one of the things I was going to mention later, because I heard that they won a lot.
Yeah.
And I thought that's a bit overkill for them.
Yeah, I don't think it deserved as much as it got. Because I do think Banshees is a better script.
Yeah, I know some people really, really like Banshees.
Banshees is so good. Did you watch it yet?
I did,
it's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I think they should have got something.
I still haven't seen The Fabelmans. I'm going to get round to it, though.
Oh, you got to get round to it.
Will.
Yeah, you really do.
I will watch it. Because that didn't get any awards as well, surprisingly. I'm very surprised that Fabelmans didn't pick much up. If anything, I don't think they got anything.
I think they did get something. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, I've got the list here somewhere. So what's the next category, Craig?
The next category is Best Documentary. Another one that we didn't really know anything about.
These wild cards, I think, are where I might make a difference, or you might make a difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I chose How Do You Measure a Year, and you chose Elephant Whisperers.
One of us got a point here.
Yeah.
And it's me. I got Elephant Whisperers.
Oh.
Sorry. Elephant Whisperers got Best Documentary, short documentary.
Oh, Best Short Documentary.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've definitely got another documentary category coming up.
Yeah. It's coming up in two awards.
Okay.
All right.
So what? Hang on. So what's our points saying now? 5-4,
so
5-4, 6-4, 6-5.
I think it might be 5-4. Hold on. Tobias, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and I think I've got 4.
Okay. Excellent.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I got 4. You got 5.
Cool. All right.
All right. Next category is
Yeah.
Best Adapted Screenplay.
Yes. Yeah. I'm surprised by this one. I don't know if you know this.
I have no idea who won this one, but my bet was for Women Talking, and you went for All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah, it was Women Talking. Well done.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah.
We're back at even pegging.
I did feel quite strongly about that one.
I think that's the only award it got, though.
That's a shame. It's a good film. Okay then. Next category was Best Documentary Feature.
I know who won this.
So, I think I heard as well, and I think it's you. So, you chose Navalny, which I believe is about the Russian opposition leader. And I went for House Made of Splinters.
Yeah, it was Navalny.
Yeah, you won.
Yeah, I got that.
Well
I got
done.
that one. Happy days, happy campers. 6'5", still ahead, still
Yeah.
ahead. Come on, baby.
I think it's very It's very topical, isn't it? Because everything going on in Russia right now.
Yeah.
It's not too surprising that someone who's showing another side of the country.
I mean, the moment you told me what it was about, I was like, right, I'm definitely picking that then. That's definitely got to win, surely.
Yeah. Well, now we're on 6-5.
6-5.
To you.
Right, what's our next category?
The next one was Best Supporting Actor.
Oh,
and I chose Ke Huy Quan.
Yeah.
Okay. And you chose Brendan Gleeson.
I did, and like this is the one where I'm like, because I would have chose Short Round as well, and it's like right, and I listened back to the previous episode, and it's like right, I was just trying to keep things interesting. I'll go for Brendan Gleeson, but I wish I'd just went. You know what? No, I do think it will go to this guy. I don't want to fucking. So yeah, I think I've just conceded a point with this one. I think I mentioned it in the previous episode where I'm like, I'm definitely losing this category. I'm definitely losing this one. So yeah, well done. It was him. Well done. Short Round. Well deserved win.
6-6 now. I'm actually not too surprised he won.
No, neither am I.
I thought it was a bit of a difficult one to say for sure, because it really could have gone to Brendan Gleeson or anyone else. Because like the amount of awards that we know go to everywhere, everything. You know what I'm trying to say. This film, it was quite a lot.
Yeah, this film got loads.
The best director category.
Yeah, you won.
Did I? I picked the Daniels and you picked Spielberg.
Yeah, it was the Daniels.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I swear I read somewhere that Spielberg won something.
No, he won nothing.
What? Where did I read that?
He won
then?
Best Director for the Golden Globes.
Maybe I got confused. I really think Spielberg probably should have got something for this. I'm actually really surprised that he only has. I think he only has 2 or 3 Oscars, doesn't he?
2 Oscars.
I'm super surprised by that because he's been around forever.
Yeah. It is surprising. You would imagine he would have more Oscars to his name, but let's not forget, Al Pacino only has 1. That's mad to me.
Yeah, that's also weird.
Yeah. And that was for Scent of a Woman, which is not. Yeah. It's definitely not his best performance. It's a damn good performance though, but not his best performance.
Yeah. Okay. The next category is Best Live Action Short Film.
Okay.
Again, we didn't really know any of these. I think you got a point here.
I did.
So I went with Ivalu, if that's how you pronounce it, and you went with An Irish Goodbye.
Irish Goodbye won it.
Yeah. So now I think was it 6-6 or 6-7?
I think we're now on the same amount of points. I'm just not sure how many points that is.
You know what I'm thinking now, by the way?
Yeah, go on.
Let's not count the points till the end to see, because we'll lose track and it'll be interesting.
Okay, alright, fine. I'm fine with that.
Alright, the next category is Best Supporting Actress.
Okay, we both shit the bed on this one.
Yeah, I followed your advice really, because you were really big in Angela Bassett up.
Well, I've got stuff to say, but go on. You, I'll tell us who won.
Go on.
It was Jamie Lee Curtis, her first Oscar in a 45-year career. And obviously she's like Hollywood royalty. Like she's the daughter of Janet Leigh Porter and Tony Curtis. So
yeah,
she was born Hollywood royalty, and this is her first Oscar. And she seems genuinely surprised that she wins this Oscar. I really don't think Jamie Lee expected to win, but if you roll that tape back, everyone, go on YouTube, look it up, watch Angela Bassett, because when I was watching it, I was just looking at Angela. Because I was like, she's won it. Like, there's no one else. She's clearly the winner here. And when she doesn't win it, she's the only one that doesn't act all like, well done. She doesn't clap. She doesn't do any of that business. She just looks around like, really? And it's like, at least Angela Bassett knows she's a fucking queen. Angela Bassett knows she deserved it.
It was surprising. I really didn't think that. I mean, that Jamie Lee Curtis should have got that. To be honest, I mean, she's great.
She is very good in
I
Everything
like her.
Everywhere. She is very good in Everything Everywhere, but it's not.
But would you put her that
No.
high? I mean, that no.
I wouldn't call it Oscar worthy. I thought Angela Bassett really was Oscar worthy, even in a superhero film. I thought she was that good. I'm telling you, Craig, there's one scene in particular where Angela Bassett just goes into like all the sacrifices she's made, but she's still managing to, like, you know, show such power. Oh my fuck! Honestly, she's just fucking amazing. She really is. If I met her, I'd ask her to marry.
I'll have to check her out in Black Panther 2.
Well, this is it. I would say that this is definitely like the biggest snub this year. I think Angela definitely deserved it, and I think we all expected her to get it. And let's not forget, apparently this isn't the first time she's been snubbed at the Oscars. Apparently some years ago, like we're going back maybe 20 years, maybe more, she got nominated for an Oscar, and there was controversy that because she really should have won it, apparently. Now, I'm not 100% versed on this, but I read this somewhere. I didn't even write down the name of the film. I really should have. But yeah, apparently this is not the first time she's been snubbed. So people are getting all into the conspiracy theories, I reckon. You know, they'll be like,
does it make her bitter?
oh no, she's a fucking queen whether she wins an Oscar or not. Oh, I fucking love Angela Bassett. I think I'm
nice.
I think I'm a little bit in love with her. She is fucking amazing.
Yeah. All right. Next category: Best Animated Feature.
Ho ho ho.
And I chose Turning Red, and you chose Pinocchio, which was Guillermo
Del Toro's, yeah. I'll cut the suspension. No, no need for suspense. I won. It was Pinocchio.
Oh.
I mean, it was obvious. It's like a really good film wrapped up in a really awesome sort of animation style. Stop motion isn't dead.
Yeah, I guess you can't really deny Del Toro winning anything, can you? I mean,
he is visually excellent. At every movie he makes, whether you like it or not, it's usually visually excellent. You know, some people like the Hellboy movies, some people don't. I fall into the category of liking them, but visually they're great. Certainly, like the second one, not as good as the first one, but the visuals are way better. Just visually, he's great. I think he did the second Blade movie as well, where they've all got they've all got predator mouths. Like, yeah, I like Del Toro's work, even if I don't like it. I was never huge on Pan's Labyrinth. I could see it was a good film. It's just not my kind of film. But visually, it's stunning. He's got, like Tim Burton as well, they've got this visual style that you can't really knock. Whether it's your kind of thing or not, you can't really knock it. It's still really, well thought out, really good.
That's true. All right, next category.
Yeah.
Which I think we both got a point here. Best original song.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it's genuinely amazing. I love I love Natu Natu. I believe this is the first Oscar an Indian produced film has ever won as well. So India are really celebrating that Natu Natu won this Oscar.
It deserved it.
It definitely deserved it. I'm surprised that they've never been... I'm sure I'm getting this... Maybe I'm getting the info wrong, but I'm sure I read that this is the first Oscar an Indian film has ever been nominated for. And if that's the case, I'm actually quite surprised. Because there's a few Indian language films that are really worth watching. Swades, or however you pronounce it. Swades, I quite like that one. And I I actually really feel that RRR should have been nominated for more than just the best song. I think cinematography definitely deserved a nomination.
Yeah, it. I think what's happened is that it just got so big, this film, and over the years, Indian cinema has got so much more money these
True.
days, and they really invest it into the films to make them more spectacular. That like they just couldn't ignore this film.
No.
But yeah, maybe it should have won some more. But at least best song, that's a big
Yeah.
thing.
It's massive. It's massive.
Next category is best international feature film.
I think we both picked up one here.
Yeah, we both went for All Quiet on the Western
So we
Front.
both get a point.
There we go.
I think that made sense because it was the only film nominated for Best International Feature that was also nominated for Best Film. So it sort of stood to reason, well, if none of the other Best International films are nominated for Best Film, then it must be this one. Like, surely.
Yeah.
It was a guarantee that.
But hold on. But one thing though, what about Banshees? Isn't that an international film?
No. Well, maybe you would. I don't think British films are considered international films.
It's because they're in English, isn't it?
Maybe it's English language. Maybe that's what. Yeah, maybe it's to do with the language. Perhaps.
Yeah, maybe they should rename that one because it's a bit confusing.
Yeah, maybe worth a rename.
Yeah, best non-English speaking film. But that sounds a bit of a mouthful, isn't it?
Best foreign language film. I think that's what it used to be called, but maybe that's not politically correct enough.
Yeah. Okay, so next category, and I think we both got a point here. Best actress.
Yeah, I think we both got a point here. Michelle Yeoh.
Yes, we did. We both bet for Michelle Yeoh.
And her Oscar acceptance speech was quite moving. She was very like, don't let anyone tell you that you're past your prime.
Yeah, I knew of her only from a few years ago, I think. I think I first really knew her from from Star Trek. But then I found out that she was actually in a James Bond film, one with Pierce Brosnan. I forgot which one. Where they're in Hong Kong. I think she's in that. And I think probably I seen her, but it wasn't really until I saw her in Star Trek that I really started. Oh, okay.
Well, I mean,
yeah, she's quite good.
So she got a big break. So she's Malaysian, but she got a big break in Hong Kong martial arts cinema, right? And that's really where. So right now she's popping up she's in a couple of Marvel films actually. She's a bit part in Guardians of the Galaxy, but she's also she has a central role in Shang-Chi, the new Marvel film, and she's in. I think it's Tomorrow Never Dies that she's in, the Bond film that she's in.
Maybe.
But she's done loads of stuff, and she got a sort of big break. I think it was like House of Flying Daggers or something, or no, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. So that's where she got her break. That's where Hollywood took notice of her, because that was a pretty big budget. That I think pretty sure Crouching Tiger won like a bunch of awards at the Oscars, and it was like the first time a Chinese film had done so. Just ran away with a bunch of awards. But she was in like some old school Jackie Chan films. I remember she's definitely in a couple of the Police Story films. Police Story.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah,
films.
I fucking love Police Story. She's definitely in the third one for sure. But she was in a bunch of like these old school Hong Kong martial arts films, and I used to watch them all the time. So I'd actually seen her pop up in a few places. She's in, is it Project A that she's in? She's in a bunch of old school Hong Kong films. So I knew about her, and I'm pretty sure she pops up in like Memoirs of a Geisha and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, I'm a fan, but I would never have called her a great actress. I've known until now. Like all these years, I've known her. I've thought she was great, but I never thought she would be Oscar worthy. And then, the one time I see a movie where I'm like, oh, actually, she's really good. She immediately wins the Oscar. And let's talk. Let's briefly talk about. So when we picked our nominees last episode, you mentioned Andrea Riseborough had like some kind of controversy because she didn't people didn't understand why she was nominated. Well, when they announced the nominations, besides Michelle Yeoh, she got the largest cheer from the audience. So I think maybe watching to Leslie might be important for us. Maybe we could do that on the pod because we just want to see what's going on. Because, like I say, you mentioned that it might have been controversial, but when it came to the actual Oscars, she got a really loud cheer from the audience.
Okay, so maybe there's more to that story.
Maybe. I thought this could have gone to Ana de Armas or Cate Blanchett as well, but I think Michelle Yeoh deserved it.
I was very certain that Michelle Yeoh was going to
I'm not surprised at all.
All right, next category, and I think you've won this one, Best Actor.
Yeah.
And it is Brendan Fraser.
Yes,
right?
Brendan won it. I'm so happy. Although his acceptance speech, he's such I reckon his acceptance speech is going to get turned into a meme. I feel bad for him already. I can already see it happening, that he's going to get memed to fuck after his acceptance speech. He says the word whale about 10-15 times in this 3-minute acceptance speech. It's like, why do you keep saying whale? We all know you're nominated for a film called The Whale, but he can barely breathe when he's accepting the award. You can tell it really means a lot to him. It was really nice. I thought it was really lovely. He was like, oh, Brendan, and the emotions got a bit much for him, and he could barely speak. Oh, bless him. He was well cute. I really fucking love Brendan. He's great.
Yeah. So you get a point there. I went for Austin Butler, although I was pretty sure you were going to win that one. So like you earlier, I kind of threw away that point.
Okay, yeah, that evens
so well
out.
done. Oh, I think I'm not sure how many points we have, but I think you're winning by at least 2.
If I'm winning, I think I'm only winning by 1.
I think it might be 2. We'll bet this is second bet. Who
all right,
won by how much?
That can be an extra point. That could be worth an extra point.
Which, funny enough, could even things out. Okay, next one is Best Picture.
That's the big one.
And I already know. Yeah, it's the big one, and I already know that we both failed here. I went for The Fabelmans. You went for Banshees, and it is.
I mean,
really...
the thing, I went for Banshees for some reason. Banshees didn't pick up anything, and I think we probably should have played the game a bit better. I think Banshees. That was more of like a film that deserved to win it rather than a film that would win the Oscars, in the same way that Pulp Fiction deserved to win the Oscar for Best Picture, but Forrest Gump is of course going to win. I feel like it was the safer choice, Everything Everywhere. So I feel like Banshees, it was a bit of a pipe dream, I think, to guess that. I think The Fabelmans was a smarter choice because you had a lot more Hollywood politics playing into the choice.
I also think that I went with a choice that was, how to say, influenced by my own, what I wanted to happen. Because I actually also really liked The Fabelmans. And I actually liked it more than Banshees. Banshees is fantastic. Everything everywhere. Yeah, I really liked it actually. You need to see it, and then you need to tell me what you think of it. So yeah, maybe part of myself was also wanting The Fabelmans to win. So I think we both kind of went with the ones that we felt should have won instead of ones that we probably thought probably are going to win. But then again, I really was not expecting Everything Everywhere All at Once to win that, because I was thinking it'd be too indie, it'll be too fresh and new. Um, and like, yeah, but they won freaking everything. There we have it. We have Everything Everywhere winning pretty much
Yeah.
everything, a bit unfairly. Banshees
Didn't
get
Banshees
anything,
did
did
not
it?
pick up a single award, and
The Fablemans also
Fablemans
didn't get anything.
I won't lie, and Tar didn't get anything either. I won't lie though. I think if Brendan Fraser hadn't won Best Actor, I think it would have gone to Colin Farrell. Yeah.
Really? Huh.
Honestly, I think Banshees was excellent. I was really impressed by it.
And also, Triangle of Sadness didn't get anything. But interestingly, it did. I think it did win something at
Well,
Cannes. And I was thinking this film is a bit too European to win in
Well,
the US, but it's European enough to win in Europe.
There is some more controversy around that film. Are you interested? So,
Go for it.
a lot of people complained about the in memoriam part of the Oscars. Like, John Travolta came out. He's John Travolta. I like John Travolta despite his Scientology madness. But the in memoriam, they omitted a couple of notable faces. And someone from Triangle of Sadness, and she were only like 30 in real life, she fucking
I think she was
fucking
32.
died, like before the film got nominated or something. So she died. She didn't
Yeah.
get a mention in the in memoriam either, and her film was nominated for best film.
That's
It's
quite
mad.
surprising.
It's literally mad.
Yeah.
Like someone
It was
fucked
really
that
silly.
up. Someone fucked up the in memoriam. Someone's getting sacked after that. Yeah.
That's embarrassing. She was actually supposed to be. A lot of people would say that she was a really good actress, and she died way before her
Yeah, I've
time.
heard that.
I think her name was Shelby. She's a South African actress, and she was one of the lead roles in Triangle of Sadness. She was quite decent, quite good. So that's a real shame, and this is really embarrassing to not mention that at an award
Yeah,
ceremony.
really embarrassing. Really embarrassing. So I suppose that is the that's the Will Smith slap. That's the La La Land Emma Stone La La Land problem. That's this year's Oscars fuck up. The in memoriam, which is probably the
Yeah.
one part of the ceremony you really shouldn't fuck up. In all fairness.
And I also heard as well, a lot of Irish people were quite annoyed with the representation, the jokes about Irish people in the ceremony. And like, okay, yeah, really. And there was even a joke I think about Colin Farrell that he didn't think was very funny, and apparently I actually didn't know this, but apparently he quit drinking like 2006.
Really?
Well done to him.
Done, Colin.
Yeah. I think probably he's a lot smarter than people think he is. Shall we now do the points and see
Let's
who won?
tally them up. Tally them up.
Alright. So Tobias, I'm gonna start with you. So for best sound, you got 1 point. You went for Top Gun. Best film editing, second point for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Best costume design, that's your third point for Black Panther. Oh, you missed a few points here.
You caught up.
And then best visual effects, that's your fourth point for Avatar. Fifth point you got for Elephant Whisperers under best short documentary. Sixth point you got for Navalny for best documentary feature. Then you got best live action short film, An Irish Goodbye, that's your seventh point.
See, I'm back. I'm back in the Irish. I'm back in the Irish.
Then you got another point for Pinocchio in the best animated feature. Another point for best original song, Natu Natu. And then you'll get your 10th point on All Quiet on the Western Front for best international feature. And then your 11th point for best actress, Michelle Yeoh. And 12th point for getting Brendan Fraser for best actor. So
Oh, all right. Not bad. Yeah,
good,
yeah.
actually,
I should have
would
put
say.
a bet on all of this. I should have put some money on this.
Yeah. Alright, now here's my ones. My first point was for Getting the Whale, best makeup and hairstyling. Then All Quiet on the Western Front for best cinematography. Then best original score. I also got All Quiet on the Western Front. That's my third point. I got my fourth point for best visual effects for Avatar. You got the same. Then I got best original screenplay. That's my fifth point for Talking Women. Women talking, sorry. Then I got my sixth point for getting Kwan for best supporting actor. Seventh point for getting the Daniels for best director. Then I missed a few. Then I got my eighth point for Natu Natu for best original song. Yeah. Ninth point for All Quiet on the Western Front for best international film. And my 10th point for getting Michelle Yeoh for best actress. So yeah, I got 10, you got 12.
Nice.
You
Come on. Come on.
But do I get one extra point for getting it right?
Getting what right?
For guessing who got what.
Does it matter
more.
to you? You
Can I
can
have
have
one more point,
point.
please?
Of course you can, Craig. That's
so
for
I knew it was by
participating. You got 1 point for participating. Well done. Gold star for you. All right, that was fun. We'll definitely have to do this every year, Craig. I had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
I think maybe next year I'll put actual money on it.
Yeah, we need some
real
stakes.
stakes. So yeah, let's next year and maybe we'll do some more guessing stuff. Maybe we'll guess box office returns or stuff from movies. You know, maybe a Marvel movie comes out, we'll bet whether it breaks $1 billion or not. That'd be fun. We can have a couple of things like that. I'm keen. Well,
yeah, that would be interesting.
all right. Well, everyone, thank you for coming out and listening to us. This has been the results for the Oscar predictions. It's been I think a couple of surprises, but I'm pretty glad. Like, if any film was going to run away with it, I'm glad it was Everything Everywhere.
Yeah, me too. Although I do feel that it won too much, and it'll be interesting to see what happens next year or the next one if they continue this trend of like super winning for a certain film.
I still feel that you know, because Tar didn't win anything, Banshees didn't win anything, and I definitely feel that Banshees deserved something. When I watched Tar, I didn't think so much, but I thought maybe it would get like best screenplay. I was thinking if they would get anything, it might get that. But yeah, I think of all the films to run away with it, I don't mind it being Everything Everywhere because it is a really fun film.
Yeah, I do still feel that The Fabelmans should have won a bit more, or well, at least won something.
Banshees, Fabelmans, and Tar. I'm surprised that they didn't get anything. I'm very surprised. I think I went for John Williams for score for Fabelmans. And oh, by the way, John Williams is now officially the oldest ever Oscar nominee because he's like nearly
That's
dead.
interesting.
Check us out on Twitter @FilmShrapnel, capital F, capital S. My name's Tobias.
And I'm Craig.
God, Craig, you're
Howdy ho and
terrible
bye-bye.
fucking signing off, Craig.
I hate signing off, and I hate signing on as well. Actually, I'm not good at saying goodbye or hello. It's not my strong point ever.
Craig, why don't you? I'm going to leave it on you. Give us a good sign off.
There's only one good sign off.
You've got to be more creative than just saying keep it knees.
Keep it Oscars.
Okay, keep it Oscars.
Yeah. It was horrible. That's what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be horrible and cringy.
Keep it Oscars.
I'm not saying that.
Shrapnel.